Upstairs done. Does it go to here? Door stuck shut, there's an old man. I want to go in that room. It's the basement key. I should get another. Lock the basement door. Christmas decorations. Garbage waste of old paint cans. Take the key. Try to remember what unlocked. All clothes. Yeah, obviously I haven't thrown away yet. Oh, I'll put up this divider. Be able to break through. So I'm gonna go unlock it, and we're gonna see Rachel down here. So I was mad at her for leaving me. Girlfriend. Grab me key, unlock the door. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There's an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. Grab the crowbar. Appreciate its weight. Keep the same painting again! Man, get some new paintings. Was there a sale on that painting and you just bought like a bajillion? Time to find Rachel in the basement. Woohoo! Yes. Smashed a hole large enough to step through. I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Is Rachel down here? Is she okay? Can't look. Oh no, it says don't look. Why did I think that was a C? This letter. So what are these? What are they supposed to be? Murder. Don't look. Murder. A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I'd seen, when I looked at the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Yes. Oh no. My hands trembled as I pulled back the layers of cloth. There, at the center of the dirt and mess, is my beloved, my Rachel. Her arms were bruised all over and slashed repeatedly, clothes were ripped and torn, and even through all that sickening blood, it was obvious she had been stabbed to death. The knife I carried all this way suddenly seemed like a poison. What had happened, Rachel? Who did this to you? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away with shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. I like how I floated down from my bed. Maybe I'll use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. This is my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking in, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. So I had all those places before? Yes. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. What does that mean? What could it mean? This is the old photo of the man and his wife, I assumed. I found it in that house. I recalled those faded remains I'd found deep underneath the house. What had he done there? Well, what did I think? Was that man somehow involved in this whole mess? Well, yeah. Definitely. Those tunnels and the odd tools in his house and the remains of his wife. He wasn't innocent, that's for sure. Time to go into all these rooms again. Look for shit to, make choices about. There's a keycard I found in the factory. The one that allowed me to slip through the door. through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's. If that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? But I think Norman was going back to the factory. Yeah. Must have been him. He must have been using that old locker room. It probably was him. Laptop had finally run out of power. Blah, blah, blah. It's dirty. It's only a shadow, a whisper. Still the old time charm of that clawfoot bathtub, though it seemed to cold comfort Dan. Okay, sweet, the bathroom ain't got shit. Within that few pieces of I couldn't bear to look again. It's like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I was empty and drained. I was trying to go downstairs though. That's nice. It was that letter I'd taken from the postbox. Rachel, were you really having an affair with Norman? But why? I didn't think things were that bad. In the letter, Rachel seemed concerned. She almost seemed worried of what Norman might do. Did he do that to Rachel? I don't want to be the murderer, and I genuinely don't think I am. But I don't think so. Norman may have betrayed me, but I don't think he was capable of that. I hated him so much, but I couldn't blame him for what happened to my wife. Yeah, I have no one to get angry about me. Stupid things like buying this TV. No, I don't think it was him. It's so clear your choice is equal. I'll leave the notebook I had taken from the forest. Their names had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, and Rachel. Recall the names I saw scratched in on the old desk, deep within the tunnels. Is that man of the house really up to something? No, the office safe sounds weren't used to have digital passcode locks. I tried to open it. No. I didn't think it was important at the time. I just don't have the code, bro. I wanted to get the code. It seemed like I had seen all there was to see. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back to the basement. We all sat there, heaped up on the floor, and Lonnie Rich had been lying in the basement. No more dinners here, no much chat over breakfast, at least not for us. Yeah. I want to get that code. Like, I want to know what's in the safe. And honestly, if I don't find it, I'm just gonna look it up, cause I want to know. If I was guilty, I could take a warm, safe place. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? No. No, there were other means of dealing with this. Now I stood here, I realized I couldn't go back into that room again. I had already seen too much. Oh my god, no! Putting into the situation one way or another. Oh, you can commit suicide. Sweet deal. I want to see what's in that locker. Since no one's an indication, I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, so apparently digital passcode to try to yes. Oh fuck, of course I don't. But the point is that apparently that is H3U 48 H R3U her 3. Oh, fudge. Of course now I forget. Of course now I forget. Her 3. Her 3. Her 3. Her 3. Apparently this is hidden in the manual, and so yeah, you can actually see that because you can see the manual on Steam. So yeah. No, that wasn't it. Wait a minute. 4R, 3U, her 3. Why is it appearing down there now? I don't know. 4R3U. 4R3U. Her 3. Yes. 4U here. Really? Apparently, it's hidden in the manuals. I'm gonna take a look again. On Steam. Beware. Installing game. It's not a big key. Turn a line right there. Yeah. No, it's not. Well, fuck it. I don't know how to get into the safe. I don't know. I just don't know. The code that I found online doesn't work. I don't know how to get. It's frustrating. Seriously, though. Yeah, no. Or you here. That's what it is. You. The code worked. I pulled a small safe door and peered inside. I don't know why that was different than any other time, but it worked. Okay, I'm glad I kept trying. There's a photo in there of Rachel and I when we first moved into town. In it, we were smiling outside the front of our house, which looked like a real mess. We looked happy, though. Odd, I couldn't remember who took that photo. Inside the safe was also an envelope. On it read, "Do not open until I tell you." I guess this was a good time as any to see what was inside. Did I open the envelope and what was inside? Absolutely. Tore open the envelope and removed the yellow lined paper inside. On it was a letter, written in a hand that looked familiar. The letter read, "I know this whole event was probably pretty difficult. You can imagine how hard it's been for me, too. Well, maybe you can. That isn't meant to be an excuse, but... Well, I hope you can better understand why I've done what I've done. Moving to this town seemed like such a dream. A quiet place to get established, to live out our lives, and to be together. But you know as well as I do that things quickly changed. Your drinking was one thing, but as you grew more distant, as you retreated into that world of yours, well, it was clear you didn't need me as much. In fact, maybe you never needed me at all, but it took all this to make you realize. In the end, though, you may never forgive me for this. You may never forgive yourself, but this is probably for the best. You'll be healthier for this. I'm just sorry it had to happen this way, Rachel. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling like I want to pick up that knife downstairs because I already did the ending where I leave, and I'm pretty sure the police are just gonna find you anyway. Don't have anything. Sure, I just want to see this ending. It's different from what we did last time. I figure that leaving the house will be very similar from the, like, it'll be the similar ending if I leave now as when I left before. So I am going to swarm safely. Sure. I took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. Alright, just take it. Sweet deal. To a warm, safe place? Well, I said I was gonna pick up everything. I need to put an end to the situation one way or another. Let's go murder some people. I need to escape the nightmare, but what about the knife? I still carry it. And even if I left, would it really be over? So did I leave that house forever? Yes. With the knife. Running this town hadn't been easy. The plan had helped in some way to stay grounded. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I tried to give it up. I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew that it was the final act of what a long-standing horror I'd been living. Walking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. It was obvious to me that the man had found in that room house had something to do with this. Could he have killed Rachel? It started to seem that there were too many things that I had seen to think otherwise. After making out of those tunnels, I thought the sewers might feel safer. I was wrong. Security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like two people. Who was it that was attacked? I found the contents of my wallet scattered around town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? The thought of that, I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but I knew I had been to that forest, and even Norman's place. Well, it was terrifying. I know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things, hopefully. I thought that I would cover my tracks, so I wouldn't be blamed for all this. Deep within those woods, though, there were things that became truly awful. Finding that notebook only made things worse. Rachel's name had been on that list. So what terrible plot was she part of? There was a similar list of names on the desk back in those tunnels. What was the connection? It was clear, at least, that Norman had been going back to the old plant. Maybe he was the one who boarded up that locker room. We'd been drinking in there in that secret hiding place. So he'd killed that guard then. He must have. Maybe he found out that the guard caught him on the hole. Damn it, Norman, why? After the factory, I thought I'd find some solace if I just got to Norman's store. All I found were more horrors and more questions. Now that I really consider it, I should have seen this coming. Norman, what were you and Rachel up to? It was so obvious things were more complicated than I'd ever imagined. Not only had you been going behind my back, more importantly, why, Norman? Whoever killed Rachel had probably gone after you too. Maybe they knew about you, what you were up to. I would never know peace, Norman. But despite your transgressions, a part of me really did hope that you would. When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope this would end, and I guess in a way it did. But how could I have known how hopeless it was? I started to feel as disoriented as I sleepwalked to think of it now. I guess I should have known that the terrible silence greeted me when I first stepped down into our house and stood there in the kitchen. There was no sound of television, radio, even the air was still. But seeing Rachel there, lying ruined and discarded in the basement, That was a horror I could never have imagined. I didn't know if I'd ever find the answers I craved, but I knew somehow the other man I had found was responsible for this. Not directly, he must have had some hand in Angel's death. So what was I doing in that dimmed house of his? Had I found out? Had I killed him? Maybe my damned condition made it very difficult to know. Memories and time frames were always a mess. I could never be sure. Knowing that man was dead, though, was cold comfort. My wife is gone, and no matter what happened to me now, I was lost forever. I swung the open door and stepped down into the air. Caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft, giving beneath my feet. I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, rather that I should run. I thought I was gonna suicide. Again, interesting. It's a pretty good game. Like, I still enjoyed it the second time around. I don't know. It frustrates me that there's that one door in freaking factory that I missed. I shouldn't have jumped down. It was kind of hasty. But I figured it was actually that room that was underneath, and I was like, oh, perfect, it'll just be let out. What am I supposed to know? Anyway, interesting. Weird, but, you know, a decent game, and I enjoyed it, and it was fun, so would recommend. Like I said that before. I'm glad I did this, so we saw a few more things. I got some different stuff. But yeah. Thanks for watching and see you later.